Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 4. Computer. Okay, you know what? I've done this joke to death, okay? Go see Menace to Society. It's an awesome movie. If Family Guy has taught me anything, that 90s black guys are way more scarier than 80s black guys. And if the Fox FX show Snowfall has taught me anything, that's complete bullshit. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about online dating, which seems to be the norm over the years, and especially the last year and a half during COVID. Why? Because there's nothing else to do. We've run out of hobbies, so we're looking for people to talk to online. Try to arrange some dates, but the biggest fear is that have these people that we're talking to, or even yourself, have you had your shots yet? Okay, I'm not a Trump supporter. Go out there, get your fucking shots. But obviously, if you're gonna go out there, restaurants are slowly opening, bars, clubs, all that. It's a slow crawl, guys. I mean, eventually, probably in the next year, we'll get there. We can still make out, with people wearing a mask. It's cool, it's kinky, we get that. But at the same time, you gotta get your shot. But even a bigger concern, and I think I mentioned this even before, is that I just don't understand the fascination with people posing online with fish. I went fishing years ago, okay? I think I talked about this. It was fun. It's kind of boring too. I mean, you're just sitting there. You can't really talk because you disturb the fish. You can't listen to music because you disturb the fish. But yet, for some reason, that seems to be the normal picture you will see at least 1 out of every 10 people online. And it's not just, us douchebags as guys. Women are doing it too. They're posing with big fish. I mean, did they catch these fish? Did these people, just take someone else's fish and digitally put it in there? I don't know what the big trend is. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's cool, sort of, not really. No, it's fucking stupid. The point is, all we need is a clear shot of you. Again, I've talked about this many times, but I really have to be specific on this, okay? Just you. Don't take one picture with 2 other people in the picture. We don't know who we're talking to. Try to stay away from boats and, doing a whole Moby Dick parody. If anything, here's the new trend. Take one picture of yourself with you actually getting the COVID shot and just giving us a thumbs up saying, hey, we're good. We're able to date you now. That's it. That's all we need. It's that simple. That's it. Because again, there's nothing else to do during this time. Nothing. We're just buying time until we die and working a little bit and listening to some douchebag talk about his problems on a podcast that still people have no idea what Malaka means. The point is, just enjoy yourself. But at the same time, be careful. Get a shot and then go do some online dating. And then go meet a stranger, and after that, it's on you. But that's it. It's that simple. But as always, I have a couple stories I'd like to share. And this is part 4. So I don't know how many Meatballs movies they made. Let's just be honest. The first one is the best one. Without Bill Murray, that movie is shit. And, it's probably going to get a little stale at this point. But who cares? Who cares? I mean, there's nothing else to do. It's a bright, sunny day. What are you going to do? Go outside for another walk? Just stay inside, listen to my voice, and just let's talk about this little thing called online dating. Now, I'd like to do a little segment before I get into some stories and weird people that you meet online, because I've said this before and I'll say it again, it's not just for men, it's not just for women. We always get weird stories all the time, okay? We're all trying to go out there and just find our true love, and if you believe that shit, you're gonna find it online, you are stupid. Absolutely. And it's probably not gonna happen. Just go out there, just kill some time. It could happen, don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is, for some reason, I don't know if women experience this. Women have told me a lot of stories about how, they'll talk to a guy who's about to be shipped off to war, because apparently all of a sudden it's 1951. And, they need like 10 grand to, help their mom out in Moscow. And yeah, there's a lot of scams online. But for us guys, or at least with me for the most part, there seems to be a lot of prostitutes here. And I don't know, again, I'm assuming these are all scams. They messaged me first, which, I mean, that's a big red flag right there. So, I'm just telling you what I've absorbed and the things I've had to put up with. It's been pretty crazy out there, so all I can say is this. Obviously, if the picture of a woman that's messaging a guy looks way better than you, more than likely it's a scam. If they start off by saying something weird or, something trying to allure you, it's probably a scam. I'm going to give you some examples here, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, implying that I've made lots of mistakes, which I have, and I haven't. I mean, now it's getting to a point where, I'm just like, hi, Miss Prostitute, how are you? How's your day? To quote the great Norm Macdonald, good Lord, I've never seen so many dead hookers in my life. Except they don't seem to be dead. I mean, probably on the inside. But anyways, here's a few examples. And by a few, I mean quite a lot. So they message me first and they say, hi, I need a good advice from a man like you, ... Can you help me with that? And then there's a little monkey emoji holding his mouth. Which again, I'm going to have to get into the emojis someday on this podcast. I mean, like sometimes they're cute, sometimes they're just completely pointless. I heard the movie sucked. I heard the guy that starred in the movie, he made a bomb threat on a train or something. I don't know, it's a whole fucking thing. The point is, first of all, her grammar is just awesome. Second, I clearly, if you listen to my podcast on a regular basis, I can't help anybody. I can't help you with your grammar, your speech, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I know very little about monkeys. I knew at the end of a movie, it was our planet. They really gave the Statue of Liberty a thrashing there. But yeah, I can't help you. I can't. So this is just horrible way to start off a meaningless relationship. The next one, you're my type. What do you think? Let's get to know each other on different levels. What level? We're all on the same free website here. And again, keep in mind, the picture that she has here, it's one of those pictures where she takes a picture of herself, but her phone is blocking her face. She's next to a tree, which seems to be in desperate need of water. Yeah. So again, is this the best way to lure a person? I don't know. I don't think so. Another one, wanna occupy you, comma, what do you think? I mean, like, are you going to pay rent? Are you going to, I mean, can you cook? I don't know. I mean, like, or do you mean just like occupy me for, maybe 10 minutes, while I'm watching the game during intermission? I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means, And then it says her name, 594. It could mean her weight. I don't know. I have no idea. Again, this is ladies. You have to be more specific. Okay. I get it. It's legal in Amsterdam, but this is Canada. Let's try to work something out here. Another one. You are going the wrong direction. Come my way. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do tend to bump into everything when I walk. I mean, I don't know how she knows that. In her picture, she seems very happy. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, are you gonna come my way? I don't know. Could this be an offspring of Lenny Kravitz? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to pass. Long pause. Now, hi, how are you? I have the impression that you come back in 2 hours drive from my place. Would you like us to get to know each other? Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first of all, I don't drive. So that's, I'm calling bullshit right there. I would think my, or just a future lover of mine would actually get to know me and, actually remember that. But anyways, you come back in 2 hours drive. Again, the English is excellent. I mean, you can literally smell the mail order bride. It's phenomenal. Guys, again, I'm not knocking the hustle here. Just proofread your shit, please. That's all. You do that. I'll work on getting my license. I am completely ripped on you. Maybe she misspelled that. Maybe maybe I'm completely right on you. Maybe she's saying I'm an apple. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I even ate an apple or a fruit or vegetable, but hey, that's, thank you. I think that's a good thing. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really not. Honestly, I don't know. She seems nice though. Need a buff ting on my side, and I think you're the one. Again, I buff means, you're big. Ting, one of them tings, tangy tang. It's cool. I get it. First of all, I'm not buff at all. I don't. I don't know. I always remember that movie Encino Man. Where they're trying to get him to say buff, like buff. So it could mean you're just cool. Again, I was a kid of the 90s. Maybe it's going back to that. I don't know. Back to life, back to reality. I don't know. Who knows? But I don't think I'm the ting for you. I'm sorry. Hi, I need a good advice from a man like you. ... Can you help me with that? I'm having a deja vu here, but again, I can't help you. I'm sorry. You used that one already. I still got nothing. Hey, stranger, let me guess. You haven't been on here for very long. Emoji sign. It looks like it's the Bart Simpson bald face is holding his nose. Again, this is no way to start a conversation. This is no way to get into my good graces. I'm assuming you're implying I smell, and I don't. I for the most part, I smell pretty good. Hey, cutie. And there's a emoji face with the heart eyes. Simple to the point. I get it. There you go. Try to lure me in. I know I'm not cute, so nice try. Kissing without breathing. Desire for your skin and your hands. Getting an electric shock when I touch you. Calling you when I am longing, standing at your door. When I miss you, talking to you and laughing a lot. I just want to be drunken with happiness and impatiently staring at your phone. Oh, there's more. Wanting to jump into that crazy heartbeat. Flashing eyes and be sleepless. Want that tingling in my stomach. Being breathless at the first kiss. Pwa. Which I'm assuming that means like kind of the mwah kind of thing. I guess the kiss. I don't know. You know what I mean, right? I mean, this. Oh, gee, no, I don't know what you mean, Miss Freedom 979. I honestly don't. I don't know what you mean. I don't. I mean, standing at your door. This is some stalking shit, man. Again, this is wow. Next. Hey, my boyfriend cheated on me at least twice. ... That's why I signed up for this app. I thought you were interesting and maybe ... You know ... Anyway, why you're on this app. First of all, compared to the last person, this seems way more normal. I mean, why do we go on online dating apps? It's a good question the prostitute asked here. We're just bored. I mean, let's be honest. Like, this is the new norm, guys. Like I've said many, many times. Like, there's nothing else to do. Nothing. Worst case scenario, you got a good story for somebody. Maybe you'll meet a friend. Maybe you will meet a future lover. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have an answer for this hooker. But what I can tell you is that a lot of people don't give a shit if your boyfriend cheated on you. And again, don't bring your baggage into your next relationship. That's the best I can give this person, assuming this person is real, which I don't think so. Do you need a woman who can finally fulfill your deepest desires? It's that emoji face that, it's kind of got that, like, huh, kind of face. Here I am. You know what could be a good start? I don't know. That's it. I guess is the part where I'd say, what is it? I don't know. See, at least they kind of lure you in there. It's like, what's the secret to success? I don't know. You got to tell me. You got to tell me the next scam. I don't know. I mean, her name is Faith343. So, just keep having the faith, I guess. Hi, can we talk to each other as two adults? I mean, yeah, I hope you are an adult. Meggie. That doesn't sound very adult. I mean, Meg is more, I don't know. Like, Meggie sounds like a prostitute that, that's kind of lazy and doesn't want to grow up. Meg gets it's always a, stronger name, short to the point, but yeah, we can talk as two adults. Sure, why not? HMU down to fuck. Text me on Snapchat. HMU. The fuck did that mean? Hump me underground? A bit weird messaging a stranger, but oh, well, here I am. And then like it has that shock face. It looks like the Scream mask, you know. I never understood this emoji because it's got like the blue shit on top. I don't know, like I don't know, maybe it's like it's cold. Literally just registered. Do you know your way around here? Not really. You know what? Here's a sad thing, guys. People, when they hated you online back in the day, like they would tell you, like remember you get into an argument with someone online, and you know you would just go back and forth. And nowadays, people are just so lazy; they don't want to argue with you at all. They will just literally just disappear. That's it. That's it. Like there's like in a way it's good because you don't have to put up with the crazy, but at the same time you don't even get to know the person who's crazy. I miss that. No, I don't. Is that weird? I mean, I miss the lack of crazy communication. How about that? So, yeah, you know, just if you don't want to talk to somebody, just tell them, look, I don't want to talk to you. You're weird. You send me weird ghost emojis that maybe Blue and Maple Leaf fans, and you know we've been through enough already with this shit, and I just don't want to talk to you. That's all, you know, because it does throw you off sometimes. I mean, there was one time I did talk to a woman, and you know I don't know if she just totally blew me off. I thought that was not cool, and you know I told her, look, you know you could have at least told me da 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 da. And then 2 weeks later, she's like, oh, well, someone in my family died. And, you know, I was going to respond, but, you know, now you're rude and da-da-da-da. So, you know, you end up fucking yourself over. But again, you don't know. You have no idea. So it's frustrating. So, it's a pain in the ass. So what? The point is, just tell somebody you're not interested. That's all. Plain and simple. Have the balls to do that. That's all. That's it. A simple text. Fuck you, you're weird. That's it. That's it. I could continue swiping. Oh, I couldn't continue swiping. Okay, that makes, yeah. So why wouldn't you continue swiping? I couldn't continue swiping once I saw your profile. This could mean so many things. This could mean the person is actually interested in you. Or it could mean that you're so ugly, they just look at you and go, oh, geez, wow, he's trying this, eh? Wow, he's a brave man. But you know, you want to think the other. You know, you don't want to think you're a troll and think, oh wow, this could be my lucky day, and then you realize it's not. It really isn't. If they say something is too good to be true, it probably is. And women say that if a guy is under 6 feet, he's just a friend. Well, this wasn't a hard choice to make at all. Want to get to know different parts of me? I mean, she could think I'm a doctor. I mean, it's possible, you know. I mean, doctors do make a lot of money. You know, I watched a couple episodes of ER growing up. You know, it's all right. You know, nothing. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing all the time. Like, you know, like Law and Order shows. You know, I mean, they are good. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's, you know, you're not gonna really miss anything. You know, but at the same time, yeah, you know, again, I smell bullshit. I don't. It doesn't seem like a real profile. It just doesn't. You know, and parts of you, I don't know, like it's, you know, I saw The Crying Game for the first time like 6 months ago, and I don't know, I mean, like I heard what happened in the middle of the movie, you know, I think we all have at this point, but you know, it's still pretty shocking to see it, you know, you never know. I mean, you know, sometimes you do. I mean, in this case, I thought it was pretty obvious, you know, but still, you know, you wonder what that part is, you know. You'll do anything for love, but I won't do that, you know. Does he mean a certain part? I don't know. I'm overthinking this, but no, I don't want to, no, I'm good. Sweetheart, I want to get to know you on another level. The next level. First of all, we're not even on stage one. Okay, we have not met. These are weird lines. I don't like any of this. This is too much for me. It's too much pressure. I don't know what that next level is. I'm still trying to figure out what the difference is between a Boston and a Cleveland steamer. I know one is something and one is the other. I'm not here to talk about this right now. I'm just saying different people have different types of levels. And by golly, I don't know what it is. So just tell me, stop beating around the bush and just go right there. Hey, I am not that good at starting conversations. So, want to tell me a bit about yourself? This is what I like to call a simple yes and no answer. You said you weren't good at conversations, and then right after you asked me a simple question. And again, I guess it depends on what prostitute you talk to. Maybe a lot of them just want to go straight to business. Some of them like to talk and tell you their whole life story, about their stepkids and, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know you. I don't feel it's fair to talk about me. Ça, comment tu vas? Please speak English. No need to further look for attention. I'm here. I'm an Aries. I don't need attention. I was bored until I came across your profile. That's just sad. I'm sorry. If you think I'm the excitement that's gonna bring you to, as one of the people said before, another level, I'm sorry. I'm a very boring person. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go back to the whore handbook and think of another line. No. Hey, somehow I think me and you would make more than just small kisses. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come across women that kiss like beauty. I've come across women that, if you ever see a clip of a snake eating an animal, like let's say a rat, and you know how, like, obviously, they can't do it in one gulp, it's just a slow crawl. Like they just take it in a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. So, again, it depends on how big these kisses are, how big your lips are. I don't know. How about tell me your name first, is your name Fairy165? I doubt it, But then again, if you are a fairy, you would have small kisses because, your lips are small and, the whole Tinkerbell shit, so maybe it's a play on that. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think this person is that clever. Salut. J'ai besoin d'un conseil de... Again, guys, you see the profile, at least, try to scam me in English, okay? That's all I ask. That's just a little proofreading, that's all. If you're gonna go in there for the full scam, just say, hey, you know what? You speak English, worst case scenario, I can maybe get a couple sentences out, come see, come saw. It's cool. Don't worry. Just, let's do a little research. Let's just, make sure we got we give a little bit of a shit. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Here's the last one. Thank God. Hey, stop the search because here I am. Well, it's the last one, so it's appropriate I end on this. Stop the search. But that's what we're all doing. That's why we're here. We're looking for different people to hang out with, or that special someone. And, I see in the picture here, she has two pictures of herself, both the same. One of them is in black and white. The other one is in color. Is this supposed to represent something that's going on in our world today? Am I overthinking this again? But that's what happens when you spend constant days online. You're looking for a date and someone to, hang out with, and maybe some people need some other people to take care of you, and just, oh my God, it is just, it's sad, guys. It really is. So again, ladies, I got no advice for you. I'm sorry. But guys, if you're online, be aware of these scams. Okay, be aware that a lot of these women, they don't want you or parts of you, or get to know you, or they even think you're remotely attractive. There's a good chance there's a lot of scams, out there, and you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. So just have your guard up. Make sure you talk to somebody. Worst case scenario, have them send you a picture with a newspaper with today's date, and just confirm the shit officially. That's all. Now, another serious topic that I would like to talk to you about is, like I said, when you do the online dating thing, I've mentioned this, most of these sites are free, or they give you a limit, and you only talk to so many people a day, then you got to wait 24 hours or 6 hours or whatever. Okay? So again, it's like the old saying in life, you get what you pay for. Okay? What I mean by that is, there's going to be people out there that, for the lack of the best way I could put it is, they got personal problems. They have disabilities, I just don't mean physical disabilities. I mean mental as well. And again, I'm not knocking any people on that. I don't want to get any shit for saying this, okay? All right, fucking cancel culture, all right? Cancel this. But the point is, it's something you're going to have to put up with. And keep in mind, you probably got problems too. And you're going online, doing all this online dating shit, and you're out there judging people for, the shit that they tell you, and all that. But it's not nice. It's not nice at all. We all know that, okay? But all I'm saying is, you gotta, bear with it. You gotta have a thick skin to do this whole online thing, okay? There was this one time where I actually, no, it was more than one time. It's happened a few times to me where I've talked to people, and we get a good conversation going, and eventually they tell me I'm a virgin, and I'm like, wow, that's I didn't know they still existed, And again, it's not like I'm fucking pulling an R. Kelly here. These are people that are my age, and they have their problems. They have trouble opening up, and and again, like I said, when I mean problems, I don't mean like it's, there's nothing wrong with that, Sorry, I just have to keep saying that because, we live in a world where, I don't know, you use the word "the" and they're going to spin it that you're racist. But anyways, there's nothing wrong with that, and it'll throw you off, obviously, and here's my personal advice. So I'll just say this: I don't think online dating is for you. It's just not. It's just you're gonna find a lot of creeps on here, and this goes for guys, girls, whoever. It doesn't matter. That's just my opinion. You're gonna have to deal with a lot of shit, social media wise, anyway. The whole online dating process is not going to be easy, unless you actually say that in your profile, which again is nobody's fucking business. But if you're brave enough to do that, or better yet, maybe they have like a certain dating site where it's just meant for those people, those people. That didn't sound good either. You see what I mean, guys? You have to be so fucking careful in this world what the fuck to say, or else you're just offending everybody. All I'm saying is this: if you're a virgin and if you're online, get ready to hear some shit, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I understand what you're going through. I get it. I'm an asshole, but I'm not that kind of asshole, if that makes any sense. But at the same time, let's just get off the subject because I've already gotten enough shit. But, again, you're gonna have to deal with certain people who have, certain problems. And, you look at someone's picture, they're like, what could be the worst with this person, And then you end up talking to them and you're like, oh, wow, and then you know, the worst part is when you deal with someone online and they tell you a bunch of shit, okay? And it doesn't matter what reaction you have, good, bad, whatever. It's almost as if like right after, like have you ever said something to someone, and then you're like, oh shit, like I wish I didn't say that, or I wish I could take it back. And I mean, the problem with online, obviously, it's all in print. It's there forever, and it sucks. And I think this one instance I had here, I think. I was talking to this one person, and they said a lot of things, and I was like, oh shit, like this is, but I think she regretted it right after. you know it was, it's a bit of a shock. And again, this is someone that you haven't even met yet. Again, I get it. There's a different world we're living in now than what we were doing like years ago, but it's crazy. So the best advice I can give to people is just be careful of what you say, and don't, once you put something out there, you got to keep in mind too the other person's reaction as well. I mean, they could be an asshole, and just laugh at you, or they could be, totally supportive. And if they're shocked by what you say, and if you do say something shocking, something that they may not hear every day, don't flip out over it. It's just, it can get pretty crazy. So, like I said, I was talking to this one person, and she said, something very shocking. She, told me a lot of things. She told me she was bipolar. She told me, she suffers from depression. I'm sad. It gets worse during the holidays. And again, I'm one of these people personally. Like, I do understand that. I've had a lot of people in my life that suffer from the same thing, and I get it. I really do. I completely understand. But again, you got to look at it from the other person's perspective. If you tell them all this, they may react in a certain way. I mean, we're all different, guys. It's very hard to open up, especially during these times. I mean, we're all stuck inside for the most part. It's slowly getting better now. We're all getting our shots, or at least the smart ones are. And it's tough to embrace like everything, that we've been through so far. And then a lot of us are going to have to go out there again in society and go back to our jobs and normal lives. And, it's a lot to handle. And on top of that, we don't need someone to, judge us just because of something you said. And if we react in a certain way, that's not offensive, don't spin it, the other way and make it sound like, hey, like we're at fault, for not understanding you. So all I'm saying is, like, again, just be patient with everything. She also told me she had big mood swings, the antidepressant, like I said before, and and herpes. She said I had herpes, and I'm like, okay. Oh, geez. And again, like, I'm one of these people. I'm very patient with everything. I really try to be, But again, someone tells you that, and I literally text her back. I said, dude, that's a lot to take in, and again, like, like I was talking about before about the, online hookers. You don't know who the fuck is being real or not. You don't know. Like, maybe it's just someone, fucking with me. I don't know. Who knows, And that's what you start to think after a while. You're like, okay, who the fuck is real on here? I mean, who's actually, serious about dating, and, who's a hooker that might know someone with herpes. I don't know. It's just fucking all over the place, guys. It's crazy, It's a lot to take in, And then she probably thinks I might be joking with her because of my reaction, and it sucks. It does. It really does. And whew, It's guys, it's a lot to take in these days, man. I mean, anybody that has met anybody online and has been able to go out with that person for like maybe a year or two, like it's no short of a miracle. I mean, to have that connection with someone, like it's really rare. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people online here are just here to have a quick one night stand or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I've had my share of those. I mean, who hasn't? But I'm looking for something more long term. I'm getting older, and blah blah blah, and all that shit. And but in all honesty, I do want to find someone who is nice and someone that'll be with me through the long haul. And maybe doing the whole online thing is just nothing but a shortcut. It is. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, it really is. It's just, I said this before, like, you're on your phone, you just spin the wheel of death, and, you're just like, fuck, man. Like, this is just, this is like fucking Wheel of Fortune, with herpes. And, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just, again, that's a, herpes is for life, man. I'm just saying, like, we gotta be careful here. And that's another thing I want to say. Okay, like, everyone's going out there, probably going to, for dates and going to people's houses and whatever, and like you think you got the shot now and you're okay. You're not okay, man. You're not. I mean, you still gotta, wrap your shit up and be careful. Jesus, everybody just thinks no one's gonna get it anymore. It's not the 90s, and AIDS is got a cure for that. Take a pill for this and that. Like, fuck off, man. You got to be careful, okay? All of a sudden, this has turned into a fucking PSA. But still, online dating can be a really fucking scary thing. It really can be. But at the same time, I met some really good people on here, and I just want people to know that it doesn't get any better. It doesn't. You hear those messages. You go through shit and it's like, oh, life gets better. No, it doesn't. It gets more fucked up. It does. Like, we're lazy now. We're having Zoom meetings, and I don't know. We're slowly going into movie theaters again, but really we don't have to. I mean, everything is for us online, and and so is dating. I mean, online dating is, it's going to be here forever, guys. It is absolutely the new norm. It's not going anywhere. It's just getting worse. People are getting lazy. So, of course, people are going to get more angry online because we're frustrated because we're not leaving our fucking house, getting fresh air. And it's never going to end. And once you get herpes too, like herpes is never going to end either. Again, I don't mean to bring this shit up again. I'm not saying I got herpes. I'm just saying I've heard herpes is for life, and it comes back and forth, and I just you gotta I'm glad she told me that, by the way. You know what I mean? I mean, did I ever end up meeting her? No, but again, it's not that I didn't want to. It's just she. I should have reacted better. I should have. But again, it was a lot of shit she told me. A lot of stuff. I don't know why I changed shit to stuff now, but, still, it's a lot to take in. But just be careful out there. That's all. Look for the signs. Look for the craziness. Look for the herpes. Just be aware of what's out there, and you'll be okay. And don't be afraid to keep up the search. That is Computer Love, Part 4.